So control flow. Now what do I mean by control flow? So we notice that programming, we program from top to down, right? And then so in order for everything to not be chaotic and in order to work effectively with our loops and all that, we need to understand control flow. We need to be able to control how we flow, if that makes any sense here. So we are trying to look at how programs can act differently and how we can influence that different decision based on conditions. Yes, so in life in itself, sometimes we need to make a decision, do this if that, or do this if, those kind of decisions. So like, so it's just that kind of thing. So let's just look at an example right off the bat. So let's say we are aged 18, right? Now when we are aged 18, we are something, let me just call this age for simplicity. When you are at 18, we are something, right? So if we say, so this is where we are going to add our control flow, right? Now the first thing, what we are doing now is conditional statements. Now we have three conditional statements. Let me put them here. We have if, we have else if, which you should call elif, just to keep it in your mind. And then we have else, like this. Now we are going to look at the if first. So we say if age. So before I complete this particular if statement, right, let's have something very important in mind, and those are our comparison operators. I mean, they should be simple enough, but let's just keep it in mind. So over here, we want to say if age is greater than 18, right? If we want to see something like this, then we can print you are an adult. So from our basic mathematics, you could see that this is our comparison operator. Now this condition is not actually going to work because greater than 18 to start printing from it only applies from 19, but the age is actually 18. Let's see that in action. So nothing happened because the condition is not satisfied. So if age is greater than or equal to 18, and then we run, you can see that in fact we are an adult because 18 is inclusive, greater than or equal to. Now let's look at another combo. So we can say if age is equal to 18. Now straight off you can see my editor is showing me this zigzags under my equal to, giving me an error. Now this equal to is used for assignments. Typically, I think we've already gone through this. This equal to is used for assignments to store 18 in this variable age. So if we want to write something like this, we are trying to do a reassignment and it's not even going to work. So when we want to compare, we just double our equal to and then we'll be fine like that. So this is another comparison operator. Yes, I wanted to be commenting them over here, but I think I'll just leave a screenshot of all the comparison operators in editing and then you'll be able to fend for yourself like that. So I'm going to run, and indeed age is equal to 18, so you're an adult. Yes, so this will be our first example, then we should be good like that. Now before we even go to this, let's look at the last one first, because this is an opportunity to look at it directly before we even bother with our else if. So you realize when we did this, yes, when the condition was not met and we ran, nothing happened, like absolutely nothing happened. So let's reduce age to 17 and then the condition is not met. You are not an adult, you see. So maybe this is a program you are writing for a bar, so that they test all the people that come in and they see that, oh, this is someone who can drink the alcohol or not. Good. So when we write our else statements, and now we say print. Yes. Yes. So once I've written something like this, I hope you know where this is going. Yes, we didn't do flowcharts in this course. I think again, maybe diagrams will come in editing. So if age is greater or equal to 17, then they are adults. Otherwise, they are still a minor. Good. So right now, when the condition is not met, yes, you still be a minor. Yes, I hope that makes a lot of sense. If the condition is not met, you still be a minor. So now we have two things. And now let's meet the condition again. Let's bump ourselves back to 18, and then we are adults again. Good, that's very good. We can add in this one. Yes, let's add in this else if, right? Good. Now I wanted to create a whole new example, but let's just keep up with this. Yes, so if I add an else if over here like this, now I need to give a condition, right? Which condition would I give? Let me see. So else if age, let me see, is greater than or equal to 60, right? And then our colon, our paragraph is, we can print, let me see, retire. Let's print retire already. Yes, good. And now let's see it in action. Let's keep this as a 60. Yes, good. So I've just messed around with the conditions a bit, right? And then because of this new condition I've added, if you are greater than 60, then you should retire. And I've just made this equal to 18, and you get the idea. So when I run this, you can see that we did it to retire already. Yes, so that's just some control flow for you. Yes, when you're writing your loops and all that stuff, there's a way you can just make all of this come together. You understand? Yeah, so that's some basic lesson on control flow in Python.